Okay, now we're on part 3 of the amazing Chef Curtis Stone's recipe of the braised beef with the horseradish mascarpone that we're making. Now, if you looked at the other videos, you saw that I went ahead and made the beef, got that cooked, and that's in the oven now for 3 hours. That's the beef is going to cook for 3 hours. So now I'm going to show you how to actually make the horseradish mascarpone, and we'll get that started right now. Okay, for those who did not see the earlier video, this is what horseradish looks like, fresh, authentic root. This is what this is. So, and this is how we're going to start our recipe. What I've already put in the bowl, just so you'll know, is I've already put a 2 tablespoons of fresh lemon. This is my fresh squeezed lemon that I put in my bowl. I've also added 1/4 cup of the heavy cream, and now I'm going to cut the horseradish and grate it because I'm going to need a 1/3 cup of finely grated fresh horseradish, and that's what this is. Beautiful. Look at that. Only professionals know that the best way to cook is from the root up, and that means anything that you can get fresh out of a garden as its authentic growth is, it's going to taste amazing. There's not a horseradish ever that you can get unless you've seen this in a restaurant, and this is what they're making the sauce from. If they're buying it in the jar, you're buying it in the jar, and it's not going to taste the same. So let's get started with this. It's not easy, or not hard to do. We're just going to cut a piece of it off because we only need like a 1/3 of a cut. Okay, so we're going to cut that right down the middle, and as you can see, oh my God, if you guys can smell that, look at that. That's what real fresh horseradish looks like. It smells amazing. Amazing. We only need, like I said, a 1/3 of a cup. It's really easy to do. It's kind of like shaving the bark off of something. So we're just going to cut this all the way around and get the bark off, because the only part that we need is the white meaty part. So we're just going to keep cutting this. Cut off this end because it's kind of looks a little dried out, so we'll cut that off. Getting to the meaty part of this, the tender part that we're actually going to use. Okay, you see how easy that is? Not hard to cut at all. The sharper your knife, obviously, the better and the easier this is. This is my little steak knife. I don't mind using it. I also should have actually used my Wolfgang Pup knife, which is right here, but that's all right. So what we're going to do, I'm just going to rinse this off just because I don't want any of this bark on here. Just quick rinse, not a total soaking. And let's go ahead and take this. Now what I've already put in the bowl again is the 1/4 cup of the heavy cream and the lemon juice. That's what's in the bowl. That's what you see right there. Okay, I'm going to take my grater and let's do this because I want to make sure I'm actually getting the right amount in here. Get a little paper plate. Put my grater over here because I need 1/3 cup of this, and I need finely grated horseradish. This is how it looks after the bark has been cut off. Look how pretty that is. It's a good piece of horseradish, and it's very, very spicy. So let's grate the horseradish. So make sure I'm getting at least, like I said, at least 1/3 of a cup. If I have to cut off another piece, I'll cut off another piece. Okay, so we're still grating this down. The fresh store-bought horseradish. I went ahead and cut another piece off because again, I need to make sure I have 1/3 cup, and this needs to be finely grated. I think we're about at 1/3 now. And if you guys can smell this, oh my God. You know, jalapeno peppers are really, really super, super spicy. But horseradish, when you're doing fresh horseradish like this, it is amazing the scent that's coming off of this right now. It's almost like to the point where it wants to burn your eyes, because it smells so strong, and it is very spicy. So if you don't like spicy food, and you don't really like that little kick, because everybody pretty much knows that even store-bought horseradish is kind of spicy. If you don't like that, then don't make this as your side, because this is going to go with the braised beef. Okay, so if you don't like spicy, don't use this. So, but it, oh my God, it smells really, really good. So let's see if we have 1/3 of a cup yet. Should be right at 1/3 of a cup. Scoop this off of the plate here. And I like a little kick. I like a controlled kick. And the good thing about this, again, it's going on the side. So, you know, you can dip the meat in it. You don't have to worry about, oh my God, this is in the entire portion of the meat. So if somebody doesn't like it and you still want to make it, just put it on the side. I mean, that's how it's going to be served anyway. So it's not going to go directly in the meat. It's just going to be scooped up and just basically plated with each guest that you serve, or just put in a nice cute little serving dish. Okay, so there we are. We got our 1/3 cup of finely grated horseradish. We're going to take that, and this is fresh, as you guys can see, fresh horseradish. We're going to take that and we're going to put that in the bowl where we have the 2 tablespoons of fresh lemon, and also the 1/4 cup of heavy cream. So we're going to put that in the bowl. Okay. And then we're going to add in the 1 cup of the best cheese you'll ever have in your life. The mascarpone cheese, we're going to add in 1 cup, which, as most people will know, when you buy it like this, you basically don't have to measure it out, because 8 ounces equals a cup, okay? So when you buy it in this manner, where it's 8 ounces, just go ahead and use this entire amount, okay? So we're going to, I let this sit out. It's already a soft cheese, but I let mine sit out so it can, you know, make sure it's soft enough and pliable, because I'm not going to over mix this, but I don't want it to, this is not something I'm going to put in the microwave or anything like that. So if you're going to make this, make sure you just kind of let it sit out to help soften the cheese up a little bit more, okay? So we're going to add all of that in the bowl. And that's what it looks like there. Beautiful, beautiful grade of cheese. It's just amazing how great this tastes. It's used to make tiramisu, which is a very, very decadent dessert, and it's really, really good, very, very sweet. And you can taste a little bit of this and tell that it's definitely used for tiramisu, because it has like just that smidgen of sweetness to it, so you know it's like perfect for that. So I'm not going to over stir this. I don't want to just kill this and beat this down. I want this to have the chunks of the horseradish in here. So I'm just going to mix it up, just whisk it up just a little bit, just to get everything mixed together. That's all I'm doing. I'm not going to overbeat this. I just want everything mixed up. Just so in every spoon that everybody gets that horseradish in there, everybody gets that lemon in there, everybody gets that heavy cream in there, and it's just all just a wonderful mixture to go with this braised beef. And what I'm going to do is, that's all you do. You just want to mix it up just to get everything finely in there, but not over mixed. And I'm just going to sit this in the refrigerator for a bit, because again, the braised beef is going to take 3 hours to cook in the oven. After you've done everything else with it, it's going to take 3 hours to cook. So let that cook. And while that's cooking, this could just be sitting in the refrigerator, or you can just cover it and sit it on your countertop, whatever you prefer. I'm going to put it in the refrigerator because that's 3 hours, and I just prefer it that way. That way it'll be nice and chilled by the time the meat is hot and ready to go. And I'm going to show you guys what this looks like. Oh, beautiful. This is my homemade horseradish with mascarpone cheese. There you go. Beautiful. Perfect. All right, you guys. I love you. I'll show you the finished, completely finished recipe, or not recipe, but the completely finished meal. Once it is all done, then I'll show you how it is plated and how great it tastes. Make sure you subscribe. Bon appetit and happy cooking. Love you guys.